Week 4 of the National Football League, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Rams and the Niners, next on Madden Football.
Wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what'll happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
They'll run on first down with Singletary, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming up. Singletary trying the left side. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now Lance. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Throwing is Lance on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. Now a play fake, Brady. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll run for it with Akers. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Singletary to get the drive started, and he stopped immediately there. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.